able to access satellite images, high resolution, minute now. Our open source intelligence team has been working with Planet Labs, which is one of the world's leading satellite imagery companies. And I now present to you, we've been working over the last several hours to try and piece this together. In a moment from now, I will take you literally to the site of the confrontation between the Indian and the Chinese armies. These images were procured from Planet Labs, and they are of yesterday, and you will see in visual detail how the two armies are stacked against each other. Just so that you have a geographical context of what you're about to see, I'll start by explaining that the point that I'm about to take you to is the Galwan flash point, which is along the line of actual control. On this side is Ladakh, the other side is Aksai Chin, which is currently under Chinese occupation. This is a closer shot. You've seen this earlier, so this is not what we're going to show you, but this is just so that you have context about what you're about to see. This is the DSDBO road, the Darbuk Shok Dalat Beg Oldie road. The blue line depicts the Shok River. This is the Galwan River flashpoint. And here is PP14, which is Patrol Point 14, which is the site of confrontation. I want to take you even further, just so that you have a sense of what you're about to see, and then we'll dive really deep. Okay, this is the point of confluence of the Galwan River and the Shok River. These are the two Indian Army and ITBP camps. This area roughly is where the confrontation took place. Remember, we're still very far away. I'm taking you as close as I can to the site of the confrontation. So this is Galwan Flashpoint, Patrol Point 14. I want to take you in even further, and after this I'll show you the satellite imagery. So this roughly is where we were at yesterday. These pictures are from Google Earth, working with military cartographers. We've placed the locations of the various army bases and where the Chinese came in from. So this is the Galwan River, and here is Patrol Point 14. As I told you, this is where the Chinese army came from. So here is their Huvitian army base. These are the two Chinese posts. It's about 50 kilometers as you come in, and the Chinese had come here. The Indian army is on the other side. Okay, so now that you have some context, get set for the first time that we're about to show you high quality, high resolution pictures, where if you bear with me, I'll also show you the vehicles that are arranged, the Indian military combat vehicles, the Chinese combat vehicles, and the so here is, right now we're very zoomed out. I'll take you in deep, but broadly, just so that you're clear, this is the Galwan River, this is the Galwan River Valley, the other side is the Indian areas, and as I start zooming in, and you will see now, you will see as we start zooming in, actual Chinese military deployment. Okay, so because this is high resolution, I said that's why this is magic. You can actually see, and I hope, okay, can you see this? All these are camps and these are vehicles. Lined along this narrow river valley are the vehicles and the camps. This is Chinese deployment very close to the line of actual control. So when you say that there is massive Chinese deployment, I just want to see a real screen so that I can see whether you can see this well or not. Okay, so I think you can see this well. You can actually see these vehicles all along the about a massive build-up. This is what it is. Just stay with me. So as I said, here I can now show you the Indian vehicles here. This here, one second, here we go. So here are the Indian vehicles. So if you see this, our build-up is much lesser actually. You've got some vehicles here, you've got a camp there, and you've got hutments here, you've got temporary camps here. So this side is the Indian side, and on this side is the Chinese army as I go in further. So what we did to try and explain this better to you is actually to take you to the next map. Here you go. Now we've actually just zoomed in so that you can see this. If you see this map, you will see the entire Chinese deployment. You will see A massive, when you say massive, this is what massive really means. And remember, as I told you, this is the Planet Lab satellite from yesterday. So yesterday is when these pictures were taken. This is a day after the conflict. Here you see the kind of deployment the Chinese have. So they've got a huge number of weapon systems, huge number of vehicles that have been brought in, and they've set up camps. So they've set up some tents. I want to take you to our next picture. Now all of this is essentially from that one large mega high resolution picture. Here you see on this side the Chinese